Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye. I'm in a bad mood. Because I shouldn't be playing this game right now. I should have been finished. Because yesterday I recorded the remaining achievements and all of my struggles and all of my problem solving, and I was done. And then I checked the recording. Yeah. All we can do is move forward, right? So, by moving forward, I mean I have made a new Steam account, and I'm playing this game on that account, because it does not have the achievements unlocked, and then I'm going to go through and get those final 4 achievements again, and show you that. I can't show you my previous attempts, my first go-ahead at completing them, but I can show you that I'm good at games, at least. Because that's what we do here. It's called James Plays Games, not James throws in the towel, not James gives up, not James Plays Games, sort of. Or it's not James half-asses things, and it's James Plays Games. And I'm playing the shit out of some games for you. But it is disheartening. You know, it feels like when I do these blind playthroughs, first playthroughs, and I want to show you guys that initial experience, and then something screws up like that. What can I do? You know, I can fake it, but that's really not fun for me. I guess the silver lining here is, while I did have some stuttering issues earlier in the playthrough, at least the videos were usable. And it was only this final part that I had that severe of a problem with, right? And Outer Wilds is the kind of game where you don't actually need to do a whole lot to get back to where you were. So this is my current ship log on this account. I've marked the stranger, so I got all that taken care of. So we can get back there. And I went and found Gabbro, and I learned how to meditate. And that's really all we needed to do to set ourselves back up. So that's good. And relating to what Michael and I talked about in our video together last time, let's see if this counts for the achievement or not for getting squashed by an elevator. And it does not. So now we know. That was Michael bringing that one up when I told him what happened. He said, well, at least now you can find out about that, right? And I'm like, yeah, but I hate my life. This is not going to be... I'm not going to be all poopy head the entire time here. I'm just hopefully going to be able to have a good showing now, because I know how to do the things, and they hopefully won't be as difficult as they were. So let's just go for it, right? You see, I'm sleeping to pass some time, so that we don't have to spend as long waiting for the dam to break. Because we are going to be riding a wave. And I think I need to ride it for 15 seconds. And yeah, this one It's actually a bit of a pain to pull off. And it took me a little while to get a feel for how things work, to actually ride the wave, not get flipped over by it, not get on top of the wave, actually ride the wave. But even with that, controlling the raft while on that wave is not super easy, and I did keep getting thrown into rocks and whatnot, and it took me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It was my 10th try that I finally got it. So not as bad as the Sun Station, but it's got a similar feel to it, with the constant looping of starting the day over and trying to do something that doesn't really feel like it was intended. But we did it once. We can do it again. Hopefully it won't take that long. At least half of those attempts were me trying to figure out how things worked. Now I'm going to tell you how things work. I could have slept longer, but I wanted to give myself plenty of time to get here and explain what I'm going to be doing. So we can mark the dam there and see when it's going to break. We're going to just bring a raft downriver a little bit here. We've got some rapids up ahead, and we've got that little rock overhang, the natural bridge. And we're going to just get past that. And this is all stuff that I learned by watching videos on what to do. So we're now past the rapids here, and I'm trying to hug this cliff side here, the rock side, and keep my raft here. So now we're in a position to just be still. We're hanging out here. We're not being pulled by the current or anything like that. We get to wait nice and safe and stable in a position for that dam to break. The video I watched actually was on the other side of these rocks here. Over, like, here in this water. But I find this works better for me because I don't have to fight against the current or anything with the flashlight. Keeping myself in position. I can just hang out here. And the reason why this is a good position, aside from it being, you know, where you can get stuck without a worry, is you're past most of the obstacles here. There's the buildings over there, there's the lowlands, there's a lot of things that you can get hung up on, thrown around from, bashed into, all that stuff. We do have the canyons up ahead, which are a bit narrow, a bit perilous at times. There are some rocks jutting out. There's the cliff sides, as I mentioned, that I got thrown into many times. But we'll hopefully manage okay. When the dam breaks, it creates a wave that comes through, and we want to catch that wave probably just a little bit further up ahead, closer to the tower. And you want to hold down the button for down thrusts, and that'll hopefully keep your feet on the raft as it gets kicked up, so you won't get thrown off of it. And once you're on the wave, and you're, like, on the wave, being pushed by the wave, you then need to use the lights to try to control yourself as best as you can, which is not super easy. You're fighting against the power of the wave. So we'll see how this goes. This is attempt number 1 of this new thing. So it's technically attempt 11. But see, here comes the wave. And we'll start venturing out past the rock there. And we want to kind of get this moving in that direction. Okay, we're on the wave. And I'm trying, and I got thrown into the rocks. And I got electrocuted. That wasn't terrible, though. So this hopefully won't be too long of a thing to try. But yeah, I find if you have the raft going with the current when the wave hits, it's more likely to be picked up and pushed by the wave instead of thrown by the wave and flipped over. So that's all the stuff that I learned by watching a video, and I learned from many, many failures, and that was a pretty good attempt, except for the very end there. And that's the thing that I tend to struggle with, is trying to figure out how to fight against the wave to avoid that happening. So I will be back with you once I actually have it done. Okay, here we go. Waves are coming. Yeah, we can probably head out now. Turn that off. Brace. Okay, we're on it. We're still on it. And we did it. Okay. So that was the second attempt. Very nice. Good job, me. I just need to get back on this bad boy. And now, see if I can get this turned a little bit nicer. Because I want 2 lights. That's not bad. Could be better. How about you? You look like you're in a good position here. Yeah. We're now gonna try to go around the entire stranger on a raft in less than 90 seconds. Now, as you see, we do have things that are gonna be in our way, like other rafts and other debris, and that will slow us down sometimes, and that's gonna suck. So we gotta try and prevent that from happening. Can I pull that out of the way? Okay. Just gotta figure out where I want to try starting from here. This wasn't too terrible to do either. It's just you need a little bit of luck with having a raft that's positioned well, so you can get 2 lights at the same time to get a little bit more speed that way. And you just have to try to not get any debris in your way as you're going around. So I think I'll try starting from here on this rapid. Start off with a little bit of a push, and we do kind of have to go around this tower. You can try to cut through amongst the ruined houses, but it's kind of a pain to do that, actually. I might try that another time if this doesn't work out so good. But yeah, as Michael instructed me, having 2 lights going at the same time means you're going faster, you're getting more pull, and you just don't want to hit things, because hitting things will slow you down, and once you stop, it's very hard to start. Like you saw right there, I'm now kind of a little bit off. I might have gotten too slowed down by that. Also, you want to avoid having to do a whole lot of turning or sidestepping. Because if you're not going forward, then you're going slower than you probably want to be. So there's some of that debris I was talking about. Oh, I got it. Okay. I actually thought I was going really, really slow. But that's awesome. That's actually really awesome. The game's being very, very nice to me. Which I appreciate. I could really use the niceness at this point after everything that happened yesterday. So that's probably the 2 worst achievements. Probably out of all of the DLC achievements. They're definitely the 2 worst out of the 4 we had remaining to show off. Now we'll just go ahead and roast ourselves, because the last 2 achievements are in the dream world, and I want to get in there pretty early for the first one we're going to attempt. It was the one that I failed to do in my little video with Michael. We're going to visit all 3 of the archives in a single loop, and I think we have to not get caught by the inhabitants as well. Which isn't too much of an issue, because there's only one section that we actually aggravate them. And the rest is just bypassing them completely, so I just have to not fall in the water, especially when I don't have a living body to return to. That's what happened last time, is I could not navigate through the dark, and I slipped right off the edge at the end. But again, good news is I know what I'm doing, and I just gotta do it. In fact, I know what I'm doing so well that I know exactly where to go in the section with the trees and everything, trying to find that passage that's under a tree. I know exactly where to go. It's just a little disappointing that I couldn't show you my process of pulling all this stuff off. But, you know what? You've watched so many videos of me flailing about for long periods of time trying to find the answers for things. Maybe this is a little bit of change of pace. This is a little bit of like a victory lap for us all. And it's like, oh, look, get James actually being good at Outer Wilds for a change. You know, and not with like the ironic sexy genius stuff. It's me actually knowing what to do and being like, okay, everybody, if you want to be good at Outer Wilds like your old pal JPEG, here's what you gotta do. I can actually have some kind of authority here and feel good about what I'm doing. Have the confidence. So to start off, we're here in the River Lowlands, and, oh, that's right, I gotta drop that first. Take these out. And we're popping into this place and then back out pretty quickly. Could you imagine if Outer Wilds was set up in a more traditional style of gameplay, and I do like the final achievements of the game, and then I have to do it all over, and that would mean having to, like, do so much stuff. I have apparently just under 60 hours clocked in on this game now. And the idea of having to do 60 hours again, just for that, I might... In that case, I probably would throw in the towel, but... You saw we extinguished the lights here to open up this passageway, and that's a special tool that will help us later. Now we can go back in here. We don't actually do that. I'm sorry. I'm being silly. Now, to leave, we gotta take a dip in the water. There we go. Our next stop is going to be the canyon. And I remember talking to Michael in our video, and I remember going back out of the Stranger to access the canyon from the outside. But in my recording for this yesterday, I went via the water, and it actually might be faster this way. When you know what you're doing and you're navigating properly, as opposed to trying to get safely back out on the Stranger and landing on that spot with the explosion. They're probably pretty close in how fast you can do them. Reasonably, casually, whatever you want to call it. Not like speedrun strats. But I guess what I'm trying to say is doing it this way, it's perfectly fine. Michael was right, as he is about a lot of things. Come on. This part always makes me nervous, though. Getting that current pick us up. Open this up. Grab my artifact again. Head on down. And sleepy time. Now I'm trying to think very carefully about how we did this stuff. Where was the one to black this out? Was that through the hidden passage? I think so. Yeah, right here. So we trigger that. because otherwise we can't get through the final part, because the painting will still be up where the doorway should be. And we sneak over here, this little hidden ledge, and we're pointing towards this light across the way. And we're hoping that we're on the invisible bridge. I'm going a little bit to the left, and I'm going to jump early to make sure I get on here. I've fallen off more than once because I really can't tell where the actual bridge is for that. We did it. Then we go down. Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. We go up. Wrong, I made a mistake. It happens. I'm getting my things mixed up on what elevators to be using when. Okay. So we came through here, and then we're going around this way. That's fine. We're at the top of a loop. I don't even think the lights flickered yet in the Stranger. Then we just go down and down and down. Then we just hightail it across the invisible bridge. And down to the archives. And I think once you hear that music cue there, that counts as you having entered the place. Wake back up. And now we need to go to the tower. So we do have to make a little bit of a trip. Fine, we can check the structural integrity of the reservoir as we go by. So 1 out of 3 done. When we get to the tower, we need to die. And then we are staying in the dream world. And hopefully not screwing anything up in the process. Okay. It's not too bad. When the dam breaks, it's roughly about halfway through the loop. Maybe like a minute earlier than that. So we'll go and see if we can stay ahead of this wave. Just gotta make sure I'm on safe, stable ground and I don't get washed away. Okay, looks good. Just have to get up to the tower. And even when that hits 0, we will still have had some time before the wave approaches. Just for the heck of it. Okay. Roast Hearthling. And now we're in here for good. We're not actually triggering the stealth section for this, so we don't have to worry about dodging past anybody. Pretty sure that's how that works. I'm just gonna light some things up along the way. And this is the dock that we will pick up a raft from after we get to the archive in this section. I think this is... yeah, this is the elevator I take this time. It's hard to keep track of all the elevators. There's just so many of them. And we're safe. There's nobody that we had to dodge past. And we're dead, so the alarm won't wake us up because we don't have a body to wake up. And then I just have to go through here where nobody should be. And I just make sure I don't fall into water or something like that. I think there's a spot. Yeah, right here. Which... well, it's not water, but I think that's far enough that it'll jar me awake. Or it would attempt to if I were alive. Another alarm that we are ignoring. There we go. We're here, no music cue, so I am gonna just kind of come out a little bit and then go back in. Just to be on the safe side. Make sure it's triggering. And we just go back the way we came. And over to the dock we lit up. I think this is going all right in terms of time. I believe I was actually much slower on the attempt that I succeeded because I kept making mistakes. And I was having to try to find the secret passage for the final archive. Just making sure I don't fall into some water somewhere. Now I'm making lots of mistakes, but that's fine. I'm trying to act more confident than I actually am. I do still feel that timer, and it does make me nervous, and then I start to get a little more panicked, and... But we should be fine. We should be all good. Follow the raft. Get on the raft, and full steam ahead. We are going to pass by the canyon, then the vault, and then we'll be in those lowlands that we need to be in. So it's the third dock. And since the dam broke and it flooded the first area and snuffed out all the lights, the first area is going to be completely empty, so we don't have to worry about anybody there. That's the dock for the vault. And here is our stop. Take it nice and slow. Make sure we get up on here nice and safe. Light up some things so that we can see where we're going. And there's our passageway that's opened. Teleport across once. Teleport across twice. Now, here. Straight ahead, we've got a tree, right? Forget that tree. That tree doesn't matter. We turn to our right, and we've got this tree. Okay? And we go to this tree. We go around this tree, and then you see this tree. Boom. Easy. Things that I could have learned and made things so much better for myself when going through the game proper. You know? If I had been able to take the time and really understand my surroundings. But we've done it now, and that's got to count for something, right? In fact, it counts for an achievement. Ghosts in the Machine. Go ahead and die and start a new loop. Now, the final achievement that I have to get is a real pain. I think it's bugged. It's the one where I need to jump to my death instead of letting one of the inhabitants catch me, like grab me. And as you saw in my video with Michael, we tried that a bunch of times, and it was not triggering. And I ended up looking at videos and doing what those videos did. I looked at some written information that said, oh, try doing this, try doing that. Eventually, something worked. But keep in mind that the achievement description just says to jump to your quote-unquote death. So you don't have to be dead in, like, the real world or anything. You just need to wake up from the dream world. And you can land on a hard surface, you can fall in water and extinguish your light. And it should just be doing those things instead of letting an inhabitant grab you. But it seems there are a few extra steps, and it seems like it's a specific location and might even be a specific inhabitant, and there might even be some more prerequisites on top of that. So it's all very strange that it would have so much setup and not be made clear in the description for the achievement. Like I said, it feels like it's a bug. In fact, when I did finally get the achievement, I wish I could show it to you. But I tried doing a thing, and I come back out, and I still didn't get the achievement. And then a couple seconds later, it sprung up. So that was a little bit of a roller coaster. I was like, well, I guess that didn't work. Oh, wait, it did work. That was strange. Everything else is popping up right away, but this one is acting funny. So as you see, we're here in the canyon. We have to be in the canyon unless there's something else going on that I don't know about. The way that I finally got this to succeed is you have to be in the canyon, which is where we were trying before. And we do go through here. And we do extinguish the lights. Now I may fall off of here because it's... with the lights off, it's hard to see your way across, but... this backwards walking seems to work okay. And there's, thankfully, it's... the bridge is outside of these candles as well. As you see, I came in, like, right here. So, at least now we got those lit up. So we can find our way across a little bit more safely in the future. Now, as I said, it has to be a specific inhabitant. So we are ignoring anybody that's in here. We're going down and down and down. Now, this bridge is out. It seems that you do have to light up this bridge as one of the things required to get it to properly trigger the achievement. Strange. Come over here. And we do have to do a little bit of dodging. So we'll pull you across the bridge here. And go up the stairs. And we're almost done. We want to lure the inhabitant up here to come over on one side. Okay. And then we go around the other side. Bridge is lit up. Now I need to find where I can jump off. Should be right over here. And it's this inhabitant and this area that we need to jump and avoid getting caught by them. If I can get them to... I hear them. There you are. Okay, you see me. You're coming. With the railing here, it's a little bit sketchy. I can't stand on the railing. I'll slip off. So I just kind of have to be prepared. And there we go. See, it's delayed. But we did it. And that's the end of the achievements. That's now everything done in the game. Some things done even twice, because that's how much I care about doing a good job and putting on a good performance for you guys. And I hope I did. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching my playthrough of me bumbling about through this whole experience. I really ended up liking this game a whole lot. I liked it so much that I felt the need to do all these achievements. I felt the need to do all those achievements more than once in some case. And yeah, I really, really did enjoy this. And I hope that you enjoyed watching my experience with it. And I am kind of sad to see it go. But I'm looking forward to the day that I remember nothing from it, and I get to go back through it all over again as if it was my first time. Which, with the way my brain is, it'd probably be in another month or so. So, tune in for my second playthrough of Outer Wilds, which, well, yeah, I'll have completely forgotten I even played it the first time, and forget that I made videos of it, and all that fun stuff. I love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.